Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Adventures with Danno live show. You have to pardon me for just a second here. I got to get my coffee. All right. Oh, can't forget the most important thing here. How's everybody doing? Yes. Hey, Kath. Yes, get your coffee together. We have a lot to talk about tonight. As you guys probably know, me and Jess are back from Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We had an absolute blast. Got a lot of videos coming out for you guys. If you happen to miss the live show tonight, don't worry. I'm going to have the full replay on it for you tomorrow. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to give us a big like, subscribe down below. We do these kind of fun adventures all the time. Glad everybody's on here. Yeah, Jess is pretty tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. Feel like we've been gone a couple weeks here. I'll wait till a few more people get in here and we'll get into the subject matter at hand. Talk about an awesome time. If you've never been to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, the Smoky Mountains, I highly recommend it. It's a great getaway. It's great for us because it's only about a 4 to 5 hour drive. We had a great time. We did so much stuff. All our days were filled. We've been gone for one whole week. We left Saturday morning last week, and we just got back about 2 hours ago. Kathy says, "Hi, Jess. Welcome back." Oh, man. So a few things we're going to talk about tonight is some of the good food that we ate, because that's what we love when we go on vacation. We love good food. We ate at some great restaurants. Some of the stuff I am going to leave out because I have so many videos coming out for you guys over the next week. And I want to make sure that I don't ruin it for you guys. So thanks, Amanda. Good to see you. Got to meet Jeff and Marie. I don't know if you saw that video or not, but it was pretty fun. We met up with them at Patriot Park. Hey, Brandon, Will. Good to see all you guys. Yeah, we had a great time. One of our favorite things to do down there is we like to go to the island. And as I usually say in a lot of our videos when we're down there, island is kind of like a Disney Springs in Orlando. It's filled with a lot of fun little shops, good food. We did have a bad experience at one of the restaurants, but I have a video on that, which will be coming out here in a few days. And it was a real bad experience. So, hello, Children's Adventures. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, I don't know why it slipped my head that you guys actually live down there, or we would have met up with you guys at some point. I know a couple guys that go and they vlog down there, they film down there, but they don't live in Gatlinburg. So I guess, I don't know if I just didn't think that you guys were right there. Got to meet Jeff and Marie from Vacation Station TV. That was a lot of fun. Their channel's doing really good. They just crossed over 3,000 subscribers. So Ozzy has a great channel too. So if you haven't checked her out, also Children's Adventures, they both have great channels. Children's Adventures does a lot of stuff down in Gatlinburg. I should have put 2 and 2 together there. We didn't get a chance to see Parrot Mountain, Amanda, Ozzy. Marie is awesome. She is a really nice lady. They welcomed us so graciously. They had all kinds of donuts, and they brought a bunch of water. And Jeff was real excited to meet us. We were really excited to meet them. We started our channels at about the same time last year, and we've been talking ever since. It was nice to finally meet them. Hey, Annabelle. How are you? I have a question. Do you think that Disney could buy DC? You know what? I've been saying that for a long time. I wish they would. because if they would, then DC would be on par with Marvel. Will says, when I make the move to Florida, I'll be starting up a channel. You should, man. You should. There's a lot of good mechanic channels too there, Brandon. Will, sorry. So many years calling you Brandon, buddy. It's kind of hard to change. You should. I recommend anybody start a channel. It's fun. You know, I mean, some channels do better than others. One thing that's hard for a channel like mine is we're vloggers. And there are millions and millions and millions of vloggers out there that do all kinds of different things. And I'm trying to kind of narrow the stuff that we do to just adventure. You know, it's in the name, Adventures with Danno. And it's like I do all these other things. And yeah, they're cool vlogs and everything, but I think the main thing with YouTube is you kind of want to focus on one target group, which helps bring more people to your channel, which is shown because I've gotten quite a few subscribers lately. Should be making the move to Florida in 3 weeks. Wow, that's quick. So you're moving from, you're in South Carolina right now, right? Well, I'll tell you, Gatlinburg was really awesome. One of the things we did notice when we went down there, and I remember you saying something about this, Amanda, there are a lot of now hiring signs down there. And I was surprised. A lot of restaurants are closed. A lot of them don't have any employees working. And that was pretty shocking. And I mean, they're hiring just like waitress positions, I think. Some of the places were hiring like $15, $16 an hour, I assume, plus tips. Yeah, Myrtle Beach. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Moving from one vacation spot to the next. Just invest in some good air conditioning because it gets really hot in Florida. Yeah, so we did all kinds of stuff. One video that came out, there's so many. One came out with the old mill, where we eat at the old mill. That's one of our favorite restaurants. I won't say where we ate last night because that's another video, but where we ate last night was really good. And when you guys see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Annabelle says, I want to get a summer job. Any recommendations? That's a good question, Annabelle. I'm sure there's a lot of places hiring. If there's a lot of places hiring down in a vacation spot like Gatlinburg, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff around here. I'll have to think about that. I'll get back to you. Ozzy says, same here in South Carolina. Manufacturing plants are paying crazy amounts here because they can't get employees. I know, yeah. It's like that around here too in Cincinnati. A lot of, I know one of the big companies, we have the Kroger plant. Kroger's is from Cincinnati. And we have the big plant, and they are just hiring left and right. I was going to work there years ago. And I was in between jobs. And they still, to this day, send me notifications, and they've just been blowing up. I'm thinking about just telling them, like, taking them off my email list. But they're hiring, and they pay like $20 an hour starting. I mean, that's a good job. It's hard work, but you know what? We got to work for the things we want in life. And that's part of the problem with today is that a lot of people are staying home. They're not going out. They're not having to find a job. And that's the problem with a lot of vacation areas right now, at least what we saw in Tennessee. I'm not kidding. In Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge too, but mostly Gatlinburg, there were so many now hiring signs. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, if I lived down here, I'd be working 2 different jobs. That's another thing about Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge is they close very early on a lot of stuff. Like if you do go down there and go on vacation, make sure you plan that a lot of restaurants close at like 7 or 8 o'clock. Like there were nights where, you know, we thought we were going to have to go to Taco Bell or something. I mean, a lot of places, like even the island, A lot of places in Gatlinburg seems to stay open a lot more, but we always get our hotel in Pigeon Forge. So, and that's a bit of a drive to go get dinner, to have to park. And of course, Gatlinburg, you got to pay to park no matter where you go. However, if you do go to Gatlinburg and you don't mind walking, which it's really not that far anywhere you go in Gatlinburg, I think it's maybe a mile long on the strip. We park at the aquarium parking. It's $8, and that seems to be the cheapest place to park. And there's plenty of parking, and you're right at the start of the strip. I have a video coming out tomorrow morning where we take you throughout the entire Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies, which is rated #1 in the US. And I'll tell you what, I can see why, because it's amazing. Got a lot of good footage at the aquarium. So check that video out tomorrow morning. It'll be coming out at about 8:30, but you know. Hello, Jason. How are you, buddy? Wanted to drop in for a minute. A lot going on at the moment, but wanted to say, hey, loved your trip videos. Thanks, man. Boy, they're going to be coming out. I have a bunch. One of the bad things, we stayed at the Quality Inn across from the island. I highly recommend it. It is an awesome hotel. They really treat everybody well. It was cheap. I think we paid about $400 for 6 nights, 5 or 6 nights. And it's right in the middle of all the action. We were right across from our favorite place, the island, all the stores, shops, all the little rides. If you have kids, bunch of rides for the kids, stuff like that. Annabelle says, ooh, I haven't been to the aquarium in so long. I'd love to go back. You know, I've never... Are you talking about the one in Gatlinburg? Because I know we in Cincinnati, in Newport, Kentucky, right across the river, Newport Aquarium is a really good aquarium. I have never been there. I've never been inside the aquarium. I used to go to Newport on the Levee a lot where it's located. I need to go because Jess says that Newport Aquarium is just about as good as the one in the Smokies. So I don't know. I'm going to have to check it. Hey, Jim. How are you, buddy? Good to have you on. Jason says, hey, Will, we just did 3 videos at Myrtle Beach. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were on the, his daughter and his wife did the big slingshot thing. And then they did the Ferris wheel. Yeah, check out his channel there, Will. PFAM5. They got an awesome channel. Yeah, they just did Myrtle Beach. I've never been to Myrtle Beach either. I love to go to Myrtle Beach. I don't know why. Usually we just go to Gatlinburg or Orlando. That's kind of like our two on the list. And now that I do YouTube videos, I know a lot about these 2 different places. So it really helps when you're familiar, but also it's good to branch out and try new things. I'd love to film at Myrtle Beach. I think that'd be awesome. I will say, and this is something that Jeff from Vacation Station TV told me. He said, don't trust a lot of the restaurants, especially in Pigeon Forge. One of the ones, if you've never heard of it before, do your research. Do check and see like what the kind of reviews are and stuff. A couple of the restaurants we ate, I already put this video out, so I'll talk a little bit about it. Applewood Farmhouse Restaurant is probably, in my opinion, the most overrated restaurant in Pigeon Forge. Everybody loves it because of the apple butter. And that honestly is the only good thing. We went to the store, the apple. I wish we would have just went to the Apple Barn, got some apple butter and left. We had a kind of a bad experience there. We ordered our food and it took forever. I mean, and this lady was trying to serve 3 or 4 tables at a time. One who had a party of like 7 or 8. So she was bringing out all the different soups, all the different drinks, and serving them to all 3 tables at the same time. And I was like, this is crazy. You guys, you need to, I don't know if they were short-staffed. They might have been. A lot of places are down there, so that could very well be. I will say that we will try it again. at some point, because I think, they're known for their chicken. I ordered the pot roast, right? And they came back 30 minutes later and told me that they were out of pot roast. 30 minutes, maybe more. I know it was over 30 minutes. And she was like, "Here, we're putting it on now. Like, what else would you like to order?" I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to leave. I'm like, I was a little upset about that. We did a video on it. It's on our channel if you want to check it out. The apple fritters, if it wasn't for the apple butter, they're dry and just not very good. And we were there for dinner time. And mind you, it was like 5 o'clock. Ozzy says, completely agree. The Apple Barn restaurant used to be good. Now, not so much. We just go and purchase the fritters and apple butter. Yeah. That's, if you were going to go, it's a really neat looking place. They have their apple orchards up the hills, which I kind of question that, because the apples kind of tasted like they tasted like apples I get from Kroger, and I don't expect that from a place that prides themselves on apples. I'm not going to go on and on about it. We had a good day. It was nice to see the place. They have a lot of little shops in between there. All these areas in Pigeon Forge, especially Pigeon Forge, like Apple Barn, they have the two different restaurants, same restaurant, but they had to build another one because so many people go there. And, every one of them have like a little ice cream shop, a chocolate shop, a candy store, all those little things. And then they'll have like a store that has like all the like kitchenware and stuff. We liked all that. All that stuff was really cool. But the restaurant, and I'm glad that I'm not the only one saying this, because, a lot of people really love this restaurant, and I don't want to upset the people who really do. We just had a bad experience there. Now, Jeff, he also told me, Bob from All About the Smokies, these are some of my YouTube friends. They both told me, they said, yeah, it's no good. And so it made me feel a little bit better that, because we're going to give you, especially Jess. Jess doesn't hold back on anything. She will give you the full-on review. Wait until you see this review of this famous restaurant at the island. That video will be coming out here in a couple days, and that place was terrible. I mean, terrible. I'll never eat there again. I hope my video shuts their business down and it turns into a Texas Roadhouse. Anyway, though, aside from all the bad things, a lot of the restaurants we ate were really good. The Old Mill restaurant never disappoints. That place is amazing. If you want some of the best home cooking, Old Mill is great. Now, I've heard some people give bad reviews about the Old Mill. We've eaten there twice now, and I've never had anything bad from there. Oh, yeah, Amanda. Well, if you saw the live show that Jeff did, if you saw the Vacation Station TV did a live show with me and him, and I talked all about it, and everybody there was talking bad about the place. So I didn't feel too bad. It kind of stinks though, because it's like, it's your favorite place to go. Like, the island is awesome. We love it. We've done the giant Ferris wheel. They got a lot of cool stuff there. My favorite store probably ever of all time, called Kryptonite, where they sell just about everything superheroes. That place is amazing. Did a video on that too. I also did a Facebook Live for any of you guys that are on my Facebook. We went in there in the store and I showed you guys all the cool stuff. I would like to go order. Say, Jason, I would like to go order all the food you ate. Some of them looks can be deceiving, man. I put a couple things out there. We ate at so many places. I'm trying to even remember everything we ate. You guys probably know more than I do. I feel like our days have been so full right now. I wasn't even sure I was going to do the live show tonight. I am ridiculously tired, but you know what? I'm on here for you guys. Wanted to share a little bit of the fun vacation. I hope you guys are all planning on going somewhere Everybody needs a vacation. It was great. It was great to get away. Um, there were, it's always nice walking through Gatlinburg too. And I'm trying to watch myself here because I don't want to give out anything. There's a few fun things, few fun videos that I've done. I don't want to accidentally ruin them here by. Ozzy says, it sucks to be let down while spending so much money. That is it right there. That's why honest reviews are priceless. Yeah, we didn't hold back at all. Yeah, Jess gives her Golden Globe. She deserves a Golden Globe for her review on that one, or not Golden Globe. It was very dramatic. Let's just say that. And I also will also say, and I don't want to bore people with all this, but sometimes when you're in a unfamiliar town or you're just not sure of somewhere to eat or what to do, go with what you know. Last night we ate with what we knew we were going to love, and it was fantastic. Yeah, dramatic was kind of a bad word, I guess. I mean, you deserved an award for that performance. Children's Adventure says Pigeon Forge has lower starting salary compared. Oh yeah, I can imagine. If I worked down there, I would work in Gatlinburg. It just seems, I don't know. It seems more fun people. I'm gonna drop out for now. Have fun. All right, Jason. Have a good one, buddy. Yeah, we're probably only going to go to about 8 o'clock tonight anyway, because I am pretty tired, but I did want to come on here and share some of the experience with you guys. If you guys have any questions about Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, any kind of vacation questions, let me know and I'll do my best to answer. Also, if any of you guys ever go to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, you want to plan a vacation, I'll tell you what, I don't think we could have planned a 1 week vacation any better. There's a lot of people who say around here, how can you go down to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg for a week? How can you go to the Smoky Mountains for a week? There's not much to do down there. Do you look at anything? I mean, there's go-karts. We played so much mini golf. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here's something I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, sorry. My brain is a little, we just got back not too long ago, but we won us a Bob Ross. Guzzle paintbrush. How did we win him? We were at Ripley's Arcade at Old McDonald's mini golf. After we got done playing the mini golf, which some of you guys probably saw that video. I didn't film anything in there. I filmed a little bit of some of the games they had, but me and Jess sat there and played this Willy Wonka game. It's the game where you know how it has all the coins out front, and you got to shoot a coin, and then it pushes the coins forward, and then you get tickets the more coins that fall. Well, Jess is a huge Willy Wonka fan, and they were shooting out cards. They have cards of Willy Wonka characters. We played that game. I don't know how much money we spent. This is why I don't gamble. This is why I don't go to a casino. But we actually won a lot of stuff, so that's cool. We won every one of those cards that dropped. We would play that game, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it seems silly. It's a silly game, but we just kept winning these cards. And then right as we're about to finish, right as we're almost done, the golden ticket drops right on top of all those coins. And we're like, well, I'm going to go get another $20 worth of credits because we're getting that golden ticket. And we did. And it won us Bob Ross. No, actually, we kept the cards. This was from all the extra tickets that we won. I think he was like 700 tickets. And then I won a little shot glass thing, which I thought that was really cool that they actually have adult prizes too. Usually when you go to these arcades, they just have like little kitty bouncy balls and bracelets and stuff like that. There were actually some really cool adult stuff you could get too. Will says best vacation I took was when I went to Louisiana all by myself. Swamp tours, cemetery tours, plantation. Man, that sounds awesome, man. Did you eat a lot of gumbo? I'd love to go down to Louisiana. I don't know about no cemetery tours, though. I'll meet you at the cemetery gates. No, that sounds like a lot of fun. I actually have a friend that him and his daughter just went down. He's a YouTuber too. They went down to Mardi Gras for a couple days. It was really cool watching some of their videos. Romulan, sending my support. Take care and always good health. See you around. Thanks for joining, Romulan. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We're talking Gatlinburg vacations and all kinds of vacation stuff. Jim says there's a USC fighter, Louis Pena, violent Bob Ross. Oh, wow. Does he look like Bob Ross? Then I could see it, I guess. Hold on, let me pop this out here a little bit. There we go. Gator sausage. I've tried gator before. I don't know if it was a sausage. Gator's pretty good. It's not bad. Jambalaya. Yeah, that's a big one down there. I'm not big on catfish, but I would probably try it down there because they know how to cook it. That's my problem with catfish is a lot of people just don't know how to cook it. You know, they don't know how to season it, and it's too fishy tasting. Not a big fishy tasting fish guy. You like the Mickey Mouse? Yeah, they're all over the place. We have Mickey Mouse everywhere. Jim says he'd do a cemetery tour. Will says it was real tough. Gator is a little tough. Or you say the sausage was. The one I had, somebody had it. We were out at Miami Whitewater canoeing. And not Miami, Whitewater in Indiana, the river. And there was a guy who had a cooler of gator tail. And he was cooking it up on the grill. I tried it. I thought it was pretty good. He has a fro, but not like Bob Ross. Who does? I really love how they made the fro just over crazy on this. I'm going to build you a happy little tree over here. We saw this up there and we were like, oh, we got enough tickets for this guy. We got to get this. Next weekend, speaking of Bob Ross, Kings Island has a gigantic Bob Ross. The game you got to play is like that game where you throw the ball and it's got to like go into that little hole. It's a hard game. I've tried it a few times. I don't know, but I'd like to win him. Kathy says, we went to the Trout House on our honeymoon, so we'll try to go back. Oh, the Trout House in Pigeon Forge? We drove past it. There are so many restaurants. We were going to eat at the Alamo, and we've heard that that's the best steak in Pigeon Forge. We had heard that before we went down there, and then we talked to some people who live down there, and they said otherwise. So we went there, which I don't want to give away because that's in a later video. I probably shouldn't worry about it. You guys are probably going to watch them anyway. Brandon is laughing. Happy accidents. Ozzy says, Harpoon Harry's has gator bites. I didn't try them, but the husband said they were good. Oh, that's cool. You know, we were going to eat at Harpoon Harry's too. We were going to eat there last night, and we drove past it. And it was just ridiculously crowded. We ended up going somewhere else. I'll just, you know what? I'll just go ahead and tell you guys. You know, here's a little spoiler. Last night we ate at Texas Roadhouse. And I got to say, it's about the best Texas Roadhouse we've ever had in our lives. I mean, we love Texas Roadhouse. There's not one too close to here. There is one in Kentucky, about a 25-minute drive. Not too bad, but they're working on the bridge. They're working on 75 bridge here in Cincinnati to Kentucky, and it just has everything backed up. So we haven't been able to go over there for a while. But we ate at Texas Roadhouse last night. We did a video on it. It's probably going to be one of the last videos that I put out from Pigeon Forge. But I got to say, it was fantastic. And that's what I was saying about sometimes you just got to go with what you know. It was like after a couple bad experiences, it was great. Their steak is fantastic. I think it was in Gatlinburg. I think there's two of them, Kath. I think there's one in Gatlinburg. I think there's one in Pigeon Forge too. We were wanting steak last night, and we had looked at a couple places. We were sitting in a parking lot trying to figure out what we wanted to eat. We were like, this is going to be our last nice meal before we come home. So we wanted to be something, we both wanted steak. So we were going to go to the Alamo, and we're sitting right across the street from Bullfish Grill, which I don't know. For something you're not sure if you're going to like or not, $35 for a steak. I was like, I said, let's just go to Texas Roadhouse. We know we're probably going to like that. Even Jess was hesitant to, because I was getting excited. I was like, you know what? Let's go to Texas Roadhouse. We know it's going to be good. And she was like, well, don't get too excited yet. We've had we ate at some really nice places. One of the restaurants we ate at, I think I spent about $75 after tip. And it is in our island video, which will be coming out here in a couple days. The aquarium video is coming out tomorrow. I got to say, that's probably the most fun video I've ever done. The sharks that they have in that aquarium are amazing. They're kind of creepy. You go through these tunnels and stuff, and there's just sharks everywhere. There's a shark that looks like a chainsaw. It's got like a chainsaw nose. I've never even seen anything like that before. Some of the craziest fish I've ever seen too. Yeah, I don't want to just talk about it. You guys watch the video tomorrow. It comes out. You guys will love it. Derelict, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I missed the Texas Roadhouse in Western Hills. Yes. Yeah, we were talking about that last night, man. I miss it too. I don't know why they ever left. It seems like everything over here leaves. And you know what's funny is Red Lobster, right? Red Lobster was never dead. It was always busy. Why did they leave? Jim says, we rented a chalet and it was a good drive. But forgot the name because it was 20 years ago. There are so many cabins and stuff down there now that are kind of commercialized. That's another thing. I didn't really go too hard into this video of the first hotel we stayed at, but it was a dump. And what I really didn't like about it is right behind there was all these beautiful I thought this is where we were going when we were driving up the hill. All these beautiful cabins, like they're just lined up next to each other. Real commercialized though, not really they're not spread out at all. It looked like condo cabins. I'll talk about that hotel here in a minute though. Jess says, shh. Yeah, I know. Sorry. You guys are getting exclusive information tonight. You join the live show, you get a little bit of the good stuff. Did not like Bullfish Grill, just my opinion. Well, I'm glad we didn't eat there. And that's the exact reason, or, we didn't do it because we were like, you know what? We're not going anywhere new. It's like we keep going to these new places and they're terrible. And some of them, even if they weren't terrible, they weren't great. Jess says, geez. I know, I'm giving it all away. Probably shouldn't have got on there. These guys are our faithful following. They will love the show. And you know what? It's like, I don't really feel giving away Texas Roadhouse is that big a deal. It's an awesome video, though. You guys will love it. Yeah, the closest Texas Roadhouse is in Fort Wright. Is it? I don't know. We passed it today because we had to take we couldn't even get over the bridge. We came back up 75 and it was backed up to the belt loop. So it said on my GPS that it would have taken us an hour and 40 minutes to go like 5 miles. I was like, nope, we're going around. It was a good thing we did too. Jess, nope, hurting too much. Oh, yeah, that's one thing too. I don't know if you guys have seen, I don't know if we've caught up in videos. Jess got very badly sunburned. Bad. Like, we think she might actually have sun poisoning. She's got like these little blister things on her arms. We're keeping her allowed up. But she is as red as a cooked lobster. Will says Texas Roadhouse, Harris, very good. Harris. Is that the one by you? Or where you're staying? Well, Jim, we all, we know what it is. We know what the problem. It's the service. A lot of people over here don't know how to work a fine restaurant. And I will say, and I did a video on this too. I don't know, maybe we just have bad luck down here sometimes, but we went to Red Lobster in Pigeon Forge on our last vacation. And I'll tell you, that was terrible. Like, I think I talked about this last week. They have no idea what they're doing. And it's like, you go into a restaurant like this, and it's like, do you not realize that everybody in here is spending about $70 to $80 on 2 people here? Like, some of it down. What's funny, when we drove down there was a ton of people at Joe's Crab Shack across the street in Pigeon Forge, and Red Lobster was empty. Now, Jess brought up, we don't think they open till 4, but I think we drove past there again, and there was barely anybody there. So I don't know. There's one place at the island, and after you watch our island, you'll see us eat there and everything. I hope, I don't want to, I'm a nice guy, and I don't want anybody to go out of business. I want you guys to do better. You got a good selection of stuff here. You have something good. Fix it. Make it better. Hire people that want to work here. Hire a cook that knows how to cook, and I don't know. I'm thinking that place ain't going to last long. Oh, there. Okay. I got you, Will. Oh, I'm sure all the food is good there. But you're going to always have your dives, no matter where you go. I'm convinced, doesn't matter where you go, anywhere in the country, you're going to always have that restaurant that it seems a lot of people talk good about, and then you get there and it's a dump. Now, I'm not going to say Applewood is a dump. Okay. Now, if you've never been to Applewood Farmhouse Restaurant, if you do go there just for the scenery, for the old look, for if you really love apples, they make apple everything. Keep it simple. Don't they're known for their fried chicken. So go there when you're in a chicken mood. I wasn't in a chicken mood, and I don't know. Like I said in the video, we'll probably go back at some point and just keep it simple. Order something that's not expensive. Like Amanda was saying, just go for the fritters and the butter. The apple butter is amazing. We bought a jar of it. And it was relatively cheap. I thought it was going to be expensive. I think it was 2 of them for $13. Will says, surprisingly, the Japanese food here in Myrtle Beach is freaking excellent. You know, we were going to eat at a Japanese restaurant that was highly recommended to us, but it was kind of off the beaten path, and we had a lot of stuff going on. Every day we were doing stuff. If it wasn't mini golf, we were at arcades. If it wasn't Gatlinburg, you know, we had a lot on our plate this week. We wanted to make sure that we filled up everything. But there is a restaurant, a Japanese restaurant, right at the top of Sevierville called Sakura, and it looked fantastic. Endless crab legs. I really wish we would have eaten there. Next time we go down, we're going to try that. You know, a lot of Japanese restaurants. There's one over by my brother's in Kentucky. I forget what it's called. What's the name of that place, Jess? It's like a hibachi grill. Man, I mean, it's just fantastic. I'm not a fan of chicken fried rice. I like white rice. But this guy, he made up a bunch of chicken fried rice like I've never seen before. He's using egg, and he's just doing the whole thing. And, you know, they do the flips and stuff with the, you know, with the spatulas and all that. And he pulls out just a little bit of the chicken fried rice, and he flips some of them on my plate, and he says, "You need to try this." And I said, "Okay." I tried some, and I was like, man, I wish I'd have ordered that. Anyway. Kathy says, I do not know. I did not know there was a Harpoon Harry's there. We ate at one in Florida, and it was good. I got the crab cake. Yeah, it's huge down there. Harpoon Harry's. I wanted to go there because the crab legs, you know. I wasn't sure Jess was going to really like anything there. I know they have shrimp, but it's a little pricey. And at that point, it was like, well, we're not going to spend another $100 on a meal for both of us if, you know, we're not 100% sure we're going to like it. Although I'm pretty sure I would have liked that place. It looked cool too. Jim says, when you go back and not in a chicken mood, do not order chicken. Well, no. That's what I was saying is Applewood Barn kind of throws the fried chicken out there. I ordered the pot roast, and they came back 30 minutes later and told me they were out of pot roast. And that's what really initially got me upset. Like, why didn't you let me know that like 10 minutes ago or something, or 20 or 30 minutes ago? I mean, they might have just run out, and I guess that's okay. But we were already the broccoli soup was really good. So go there and get broccoli soup. Nothing else. Miyako, that's it. The Japanese hibachi grill. Miyako, yeah, that place. We got to go back there, babe. Oh, yeah. Place is fantastic. Jim says, and in general, too, if you aren't in the mood for something, don't order it. Yeah, you must have missed the first part of the conversation there, Jim. We went there because if you look up Applewood Barn or Applewood Farmhouse Restaurant, you look at it on YouTube, there are just hundreds of videos of all these people just, this is the most awesome place on the planet. Now, it's not. I don't recommend eating there. I recommend just going there and checking out the apple orchards. Apparently they have really good apple cider. I don't like apple cider. It kind of messes with my stomach. But they do sell it by like the gallon. And apparently that's really good. The apple butter is amazing. They have cool little shops there. They have a little candy store where they make their own candy. The ice cream shop looked pretty good. That's another thing. They close at 7:00. The whole area closed at 7 p.m. on a, what was it, Jess? It was like a Saturday night. Was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday night. They closed at 7 p.m. I was like, I was going to get an ice cream, but I was like, well, gotta go. These people go to bed at 7:30. And that's like that at a lot of places down there. This is what I was starting to say before. If you plan a trip down to Pigeon Forge, or if you're staying in Pigeon Forge, um, you need to plan your dinner before 7 o'clock, because a lot of places, a lot of restaurants close at 7 o'clock. Now, I don't know if that has a lot to do with COVID. Um, the last time we went to Pigeon Forge was in September, and it was like that then too. So, but obviously we were still in COVID times and all that. So I really don't know. It could be hiring issues. I'm not sure. But 7 o'clock, it's like, man, we were lucky that Sweet Frog, our favorite little yogurt place right next to the hotel, they're open. They were open till 10. So it was like, okay, well, if it's 9 o'clock and we need a snack, I'm just walking over to Sweet Frog and getting an ice cream. Kathy says we better have some snacks on hand at the hotel. Yeah, luckily we did. We brought a lot of snacks with us, so we actually ate them. It probably is, Jim. I'm sure, a lot of it is, and I hate to say it like this, but a lot of it is people are staying home. They're not wanting to get a job, and they're getting paid. They're getting paid for unemployment, and in my opinion, too much money. They're getting paid too much money to not work a job and stay at home. And that is the problem all around the country, I'm sure, not just down there. Yeah, it's, something needs a change, not going to go too heavy into it. You guys can talk whatever you want about it. I don't care, but something needs to change. Everybody's getting vaccinated, and if you're not, that's fine too. That's your decision, and I really honestly don't believe either way. I think the people who want to, great. The people who don't, great. All this stuff needs to end. The one thing I really liked about Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge is they lifted their mask mandate on April 15th. Now, one of the things that was really strange for us is we're walking in and out of places like, do we really feel comfortable not wearing the mask? Like, everybody seems to be confused. And it's like, the longer we do this, we learned a lot in Gatlinburg about this, because it's like nobody's wearing a mask, or half the people are, half people aren't. And it's like half the people are comfortable, half the people aren't comfortable. Like, first of all, if you're worried about all this and everything, then you probably shouldn't go to Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg. It's like, we don't know. Things are just so weird and strange right now. It was nice to see a bit of normalcy coming back to somewhere, and then coming back here, and it's like, what, do I got to wear a mask when I'm standing out in the middle of the woods by myself? I mean, things need to start to get better. We need to start making them better. Things around here opening up late, like stores at the mall, do not open till 11. Yeah. Right? Well, yeah. I mean, okay, so a lot of me and I go sometimes when they have the Disney event for the different Stitch that was coming out. You'd have to go to the Disney store, excuse me. And I went up there, and I'm like, cool, the mall Disney store probably opens up at 9, maybe 10 o'clock. So I'm up there like right before 9. They're like, oh no, the mall don't even open up till 11. I'm like, well, thanks. So I was standing in line for 2 hours. Like, what are you waiting on? Metallica tickets? No, I'm waiting to get this Stitch doll. Will says in Myrtle Beach, the pay is very low for the cost of living in the area. So for the most part, I almost cannot blame people for taking the unemployment versus work. Well, sure, man. No, I agree with that. And that's the problem, though, is that a lot of this is people are making more money. So why would I go back to my job? Well, I'm not just saying that needs to change. Everything needs to change. These jobs, especially in a vacation resort community, yeah, they need to pay a little. They need to pay a little more. That's, they want the employees. They're going to have to pay them. So it's good both ways. But what I'm saying is that it needs to start getting done now. We need to fix everything now before it just gets worse. Jess, it's like that there too, Kathy. Most things don't open till 10 or 11. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other downside. It's like they're only open till 7 and they don't open till 10 or 11. One thing is to just check the night before you leave if you have made plans like a month before. For what, Jim? Like where you're going? We plan out everything. We're like robots when it comes to planning our schedule. Kathy says, "Good to know." Now, don't get me wrong. Let's we're getting on the dark subjects, the dark side of things. Next to a couple restaurants down there, we had a blast. I mean, everything is awesome down there. All the fun stuff is open. All the mini golf, everything to do in Gatlinburg. A couple things I did in Gatlinburg, which I don't want to say yet because they're in upcoming videos. I got you, Jim. Yeah, if you definitely want to do your research. If you're going somewhere, if you're going on vacation somewhere, do your research. We knew back in December we were going to have to wear a mask the entire time we were outside at Disney World. That needs to change because that was rough. Not as rough as it's going to be when people are having heat strokes at Disney World during the summertime in 110-degree weather. Then maybe they'll think about, oh, well, we're outside. Maybe we can take the mask off. Did you guys hear about Kings Island? Kings Island has removed the mask while you are outside. So you can be walking around outside at Kings Island. I think if you're standing in line, you have to wear a mask. And if you are riding a ride that is inside, you have to wear a mask. But other than that, mask free. So I will be at Kings Island a lot. And I will be filming everything. It's unfortunate that a lot of the rides at Kings Island, you're not allowed to take a camera on. So I can't do it. You can't film any roller coasters, none, which that sucks because everywhere at Disney you can. But yeah, anywhere at Kings Island, you can't film any of the roller coasters. Like even if you have a GoPro and it's like tied to your chest, you're still not allowed. Now, one thing which I've been in contact before with the media center at Kings Island because I'm really trying to, get on good with them because I plan on filming a lot of stuff up there. They will give me like POV videos, point of view videos that I can use in my YouTube filming. Like they could give me or a PDF. I'm not really sure how they do it, but they'll email me something to where I can add it into my film. Like if I'm talking about the Beast from Kings Island, real popular wooden roller coaster, I can have a point of view of the ride that they'll send me that I can play and like talk in the background and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Even Putt Putt was closing at 6. But we just adjusted our days. They had a hot tub at the hotel. And need I say more? Because I was in that thing. I only used it a few times, but I'll tell you what, when you're walking around all day and there's nothing better than having a hot tub to come back to at the end of the day. I'm missing it right now. I'm about to draw a hot bath and just have Jess wave her arms in the water for me so I can get that feeling again. Your new mug looks like it will match your shirt very well. Hope I did not leak out a spoiler. You did, Kath. You did. No, actually, that was in the Facebook Live video. I think I got it in a video too. I don't know. I felt like I was filming the whole time, and you know, it's fun and it's great, but I do feel like I worked harder than I work at home. I don't have it in here. I'd show it. It is a cool mug, though. Looks a lot like this. Will says Myrtle Beach has gotten very lenient when it comes to a mask. It is no longer a mandate in the area. It's left up to local business to decide if they want to enforce a mask within their business. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you want to come into my home and I'm scared to death of this thing that seems like it's going away, then yeah, then you can't come in because I want you to wear a mask. I get it, you know. And to each his own, I guess. You know, if Meyer says, well, you don't have to wear a mask here anymore, and Kroger says, well, you got to wear one here, I'm probably going to be going to Meyer. No, I mean, I'll still shop at both, but yeah, let's get off the whole COVID subject. That's just, people need to just start getting back to life. They will allow you to put a vid of theirs. Yeah, isn't that cool? I'm waiting on them to email me back, and it's been a few weeks. But I have been in touch with them. So I've been in touch with some people at the zoo too. Right before we left, or about a week before I did my last zoo video, I was talking with someone up there. I'd like to do some more exclusive zoo videos where maybe I can go back and like talk with the veterinarians. What a lot of people don't know, at the Cincinnati Zoo, we have all the zoos around the country, like Indianapolis Zoo. I don't know about San Diego, but a lot of the big ones, whenever there's an animal that is hurt, they send them to the Cincinnati Zoo to where our doctors and vets can work on the animals because we have the best in the country. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd like to get some access to that, maybe interview those people, kind of give people like a good look on the inside of what the Cincinnati Zoo really does and what makes it such a great zoo. I don't think I've done a single roller coaster since moving to Myrtle Beach. Yeah. Well, got to come back, go to Kings Island, man. Give me a call. We'll go up there together. Well, heck, you're moving to Orlando, right? Need to check out, they got a new roller coaster at Universal Studios from Jurassic Park, Velocicoaster. That's it. It's I think it opens up next month. That ride looks nuts. I mean, crazy. Kathy says Reds are losing 2-0, so I'm not missing anything. Yeah, I don't know. I've been keeping up to date on a lot of the stuff the Reds have been doing, and I just quit because it's like they're just kind of crashing. They beat the Dodgers a couple games. That was nice. Reds not playing like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they're not. No, they're not. I know, but I'm glad they took 2 from the Dodgers. And you know what? Any game that anybody beats the Dodgers, I'm happy. Oh, I don't know, Daryl. Are you? I think we should have drafted Penei Sewell. Yeah, I don't know why they drafted Chase. I do know why, because Joe Burrow wanted him, and they played together. So I don't know. I was talking to Kwame about that last night. and he messaged me, so I called him up, and we were chatting about it for a little while. And Chase is probably the best wide receiver in the draft, so it was a good pick. And actually, the draft just started for the second and third round tonight. There is one really good lineman that they're saying the Bengals are probably going to get. I don't know who he is. It's hard for me to really. I mean, you know as well as anybody that the Bengals, except for maybe last year, the Bengals have been terrible in the first round of the draft. They just can never get it right. I don't look at Burrow as I look at Burrow as an exception to that because he's fantastic. But it seems like for the last decade, our first round picks have just been terrible. Chase is going to be great. Okay, like it's a good pick, but you need to keep Burrow. You need to keep Burrow standing. When you're running for your life 0.5 seconds after you get the ball, you can't. I don't care who you are. Even if you're Tom Brady, you're not going to be able to throw it. Count. That's one thing that I do, and I never hear people talking about this. Back when Andy Dalton was quarterbacking, I count the seconds that he has to throw the ball. You can't get to one. It's like he backs up and he's on the ground. You can't. I don't care who you are. You're not going to be able to throw the ball, at least accurately, if you don't have at least 2 to 3 seconds to throw it. Will says, yep, the Kissimmee area just south of Orlando. Man, you're going to love it, dude. That's where to be. You'll be right next to Disney World. That's what you need to do, buddy. You need to get a little side job at Disney World, maybe drive one of them buses, drive all the tourists around like 2 or 3 hours a day. You can invite a lot of your friends to come to Disney World for free. Jess asked me, or we were talking about this like one time. And if I worked at Disney World, what job would you want to do? I would want to drive one of the buses because I'm the guy who's going to drive you from your hotel to the park. I'm going to get you hyped up. I'm going to get you ready to go in there and ride all the roller coasters, eat all the tasty snacks. I'm going to give you little pointers. I'm going to get you laughing. I'm going to get you ready. And then if I'm taking you home at night, I'm going to turn the lights off so you can fall asleep and crank up the radio so I can't hear you. Gerald says, hopefully they nab that lineman. Yeah, I forget his name. I think, hold on. I had it pulled up on here. Trayon, something Trayon, Crayon with a T. I don't know. He's a guard, though. I guess you take the best lineman available. I almost wish, and I know I'll get a lot of heat for this, but if you weren't going to draft Sewell, the best offensive tackle that's come out of the draft in years, apparently, I would have taken that one guy, that defensive end. I forget his name too, but he was like the best one out there. And it's like, we're going to need a defensive line just as much as we are an offensive line. We got rid of Geno, but we got rid of AJ Green too. So, I mean, we needed another receiver, and I think Chase is going to be good. Jim seems to think so. They will. They're great. How many times do you get to both these guys could have been picked 1 and 2 if they were in the same draft class. So how many times can you say that the best quarterback in the league 2 years ago in college is now getting the best receiver in the league that was his receiver? Hopefully it works out good. Will says, going to be turning wrenches in the Four Corners area. That's cool, man. Heck yeah. Kathy says, you would be good at that. Well, I am signing off, Danno, and may the force be with you. All right, Kath, have a good night. Thanks for joining in. May the force be with you. They just traded down with the Pats. Wow. And that's funny because Mike Brown never trades down. That's the motto. He never trades down. Picking 46 instead of 38. Well, thanks for putting me in a bad mood. No, I'm kidding. And like I said, there offensive linemen are stacked in this draft. So maybe we got an extra third round. I don't know what else we got. I'm sure we got something pretty good for that. Probably got an extra fourth round or something, third or fourth. That's funny though, because Mike Brown usually never trades down. And the few times that he'll never trade up, ever. He don't pay money for nothing. He'll get money, but he ain't paying it. You know that. Like, I'll give you a 7th round draft pick for a 2nd round draft pick. And they just hang up on him. Well, for everybody just joining the show here, don't forget to give us a big like. Really helps out our channel. All them big thumbs up, all the little interactions, subscribing to the channel. It was funny. I was telling Jess before we left, I had 248 subscribers. And now I have, and consistent subscribers, people who always watch. And I appreciate all of you. And now, since our gatlinburg trip, we're up to 266. So we're really starting to move up. YouTube's algorithm is really pushing out our stuff. And that's good because I'll tell you what, I put in a lot of hard work at this. I know it when you watch a 15, 20-minute video, it doesn't look like there's a lot to it maybe, but man, it's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of editing. These videos are over an hour long, sometimes hour and a half. And I'm editing for like an hour to an hour and a half after that to make a 20-minute video. And I'd like to do like maybe some behind the scenes video of what it takes to do all this stuff, at least in a way that you think people are going to want to watch and enjoy. Because you have to think in the back of your head, like, well, if I can't sit here and watch it, Daryl's not going to want to sit and watch it either, or anybody for that matter. There's a lot that goes into it. So I'm real excited that people have been catching on. A lot of people have been watching, and we love you all. It's been a great ride so far. I think June 20th, it'll be 1 year since I got started doing this. I've learned a lot. I've really learned a lot. I'm learning how to make videos better, how to make things more clear, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. When I look at something a year ago from now, or when I look at something a year ago and I look at what I'm doing now, it's like night and day. It's like I can't even watch my first few videos. Like I have a friend who's still struggling with trying to start his YouTube channel here. And I just tell him, I'm like, man, you just got to start. You just got to put a video on here. You just have to start. Like, film yourself doing something, put it out there. You're not going to like it. There's no way you're going to like it, but you'll watch it and you'll sit there and you'll think to yourself, okay, how can I make this better? What did I say? How was I speaking that was not right here? How can I edit this better to where it flows more nice, to where it's not all janky and those are the things you just have to learn. So it's like, if any of you guys are ever wanting to start a YouTube channel on anything, whether it's playing music, going out and doing what I'm doing, going on adventures, vlogging, anything, anybody can do it. If I can do it, you guys can do it. It's a lot of fun. It's been really great taking you guys with me to places because I feel like you're there with me. And that's how I try to present it. Like when we go out to a restaurant or something, I try to imagine that you're sitting right here next to me as I'm explaining to you what this place has. And that was kind of one of the, it's like, that's kind of why I never feel right giving a bad review unless it's absolutely terrible. It was really hard for me to do a bad review on the Applewood Barn because this place is so popular with a lot of people, or Applewood Farmhouse Restaurant. A lot of these got some long names. One of the restaurants we did eat at is the Five Oaks Farm Kitchen, and that place is absolutely fantastic. I mean, they bring you out an elephant plate of food. It is insane. Daryl says picking for 2 extra 4th round picks. All right. Yeah. There are linemen stacked throughout. And, it's hard to trust Zach Taylor, right? Because we haven't really had anything good out of him yet. But I'm always very optimistic. I'm always optimistic that this guy knows football. But so did Marvin Lewis. I mean, at some point you have to start winning because that's what is going to make you known. You have to put together a winning season. You have to do the math and you have to figure out, okay, if I put this guy here and this guy here, is it going to work? And you need to figure that out before the start of the season. Whether there was a pandemic and all that stuff. So, okay, well, this year can slide by, but he needs to come back strong and he needs to show us that, hey, I'm not even worried about beating a lot of teams out there. I'm worried about competing in the AFC North. A lot of people don't think about this stuff outside of the Bengals, the Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers. But you talk about the hardest games to win in football. It doesn't matter. You watch all these other games on Sunday. None of them matter. None of them matter. Watch a Bengals and Steelers game. Watch a Browns and Ravens game. They will be punch you in the mouth football. I mean, these are the biggest dudes on the planet. So it's like you need to think that way if you're Zach Taylor. You need an offensive line that could block raging bulls. I mean, if I was the Bengals coach, I'd be like, okay, I got to go up against, the best defensive lines in the league. I need to build a wall of monstrous people. He needs to be shopping for players in like Scotland. We do got to get together, buddy. And it doesn't have to be football either, just anything. Just message me, man. We'll get together. Absolutely. We'll get together and throw some football. Let's go outside. Let's go to a park. We'll call up Dave. We'll call up everybody. Get a few people together and just throw some football around. No tackling because I can't tackle. I'm 40 now. 40. No more tackling for me. You can just walk up, tap me on the shoulder. Oh, I'm down. Here's the ball. Heading out, Danno. Take care. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for joining, buddy. Any UFC on tonight, or is that tomorrow? Jim's a big UFC guy. He loves watching UFC. I love it too. It just always seems to be on for me at a bad time. I wake up really early in the morning, so I'm usually in bed by like 9 o'clock, and usually the best fights in UFC don't start till 10, 11. I don't even know when the best fights are coming out here anymore. I don't even know who's in it. I've been out of the loop. That's another thing too. The YouTubing takes up a lot of my time. Like I get off and I'm working on films. I am editing and just chucking it out there. Yeah, I figured. I keep thinking it's Saturday night. I don't know why. I guess because we just got back from vacation. Feels like we've been down there like almost 2 weeks. We have just been cramming stuff. We got a lot of walking in too. And that's going to be the kickstart for me. I've been doing a lot of walking lately because trying to shed a couple pounds. Oh, that coffee's good. That's another thing. I thought I brought a lot of coffee stuff with me. I didn't bring my coffee maker like I said I was going to, but the Quality Inn down there had amazing coffee. It tasted like Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, cool. I don't have to go to Walmart. But it was delicious. And again, because I don't know if they're still on here, but a couple people were asking me about the prices of the hotels. Like I was saying before, it was $400. It was about $400 for let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 nights. It's almost just under $400. We went through Booking.com. It's called Quality Inn near the island, which the island is the resort area across the street. But it was fun. It was fantastic. And like I said, they got a hot tub, indoor pool. It's just beautiful. Hey, Barry. How are you, man? Besides Ripley's Aquarium, what stands out as being awesome that you guys did in the Smokies? Um, some of the stuff I don't want to mention, just because there's videos coming out. We played a lot of mini golf. um, let's see. We went to the island like one time we went there all day, and then we went 2 other nights, and then I went one night I went there because I wanted to do a Facebook Live just to show everybody. And that's another thing. I can't wait till I get to 1,000 subscribers. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, everybody like start spreading the word, start sharing it out there, because I can take you to these places and I can do live shows, and that would just be so awesome. I don't know why I have to be at 1,000 subscribers to do live shows. It's ridiculous, but I did a Facebook Live and went all around the island. Man, we did all kinds of stuff in Gatlinburg. Again, I'll message you later here, Barry. I'll let you know everything we did. I don't want to say it in front because there's some people that they want to be surprised. We do have the aquarium video coming out tomorrow, and give me just a second here. Because that is one thing, and it wouldn't be a problem for you guys. Like if you're down there, the internet in the Smokies is pretty much bad everywhere. Anywhere you go, the internet is not great. Quality in, we were having issues where it would kick us off, and so a lot of videos I wasn't able to upload, or it would take me a long time to upload, which is why I only got out like 4 or 5. Which was still pretty good. I was kind of surprised I was able to get that many out. But yeah, we did a couple things in Gatlinburg. I just can't mention yet, Barry. But what else we do in Pigeon Forge? I don't know. I guess I consider going out to dinner a pretty awesome thing. I don't know, Jess, you still awake? What else did we do that's in the videos that we have out already that were pretty awesome? Well, you probably watched them, Barry. I'm not a big thrill seeker anymore. I know there were a few people we were talking to down there. They were getting ready to do the mountain coasters and the zip line coasters. If you are a thrill seeker, I will say there is all the things. There's something for everybody down there. I wasn't going to do any of the zip line stuff or anything like that. I'm not crazy. I kind of want to talk about where we went yesterday because it's a real awesome place, but I don't want to give it away. And there was some things that happened up there that were really interesting that we got on film and all that stuff. But you guys will just have to wait and be surprised. It's fun. I will say that every video that we have from Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge from here on out is nothing but exciting stuff. Nope. We did everything fun. One thing we didn't do that I would have loved to have done is one of the go-kart races. There are so many down there. But like I said, we had so much on the plate of things that we were doing. And, me and Jess, we like visiting all the little shops and getting ice cream and stuff. And that's a lot of the stuff is what's in the videos is where to get your ice cream, where to get the candies, who makes the best candy. And going up to really cool places. I don't know. I'll message you on that later, Barry. Have you done the aquarium, Barry? I gotta say, I was thoroughly impressed. Now, like I said, Jess, I've never done. Yeah, sometimes it's just fun to snack and walk around, and that's a lot of what we do. Sometimes we'll go somewhere and then we'll like people watch or something. we'll just watch things going on, see what everybody else is doing. It was kind of surreal to see everybody feeling like things were getting back to normal in that area. It was really weird going down there at first and not having to worry about a mask or anything. And it's like you got your people that are, you got your vacationers that are pretty still freaked out about it. And then you got people like us, like we just can't wait to get rid of these masks. And then you come back to somewhere like Cincinnati here, and it's like they still got the whipping horse stick. Oh, nope, can't come in here with that one. Yes, sir. I've been to the one in Gatlinburg and Myrtle Beach. Pretty awesome. Yes. I am. See, I got to be careful. So I just so many times tonight I've had to stop myself because I don't really want to give nothing out. A lot of these, I will say, other than 2 videos, I will. Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 more videos of our Smoky Mountain Vacation. So there's a lot to come here. Don't know if I'm going to be putting them out every day, but I'm going to get them out as quick as I can because we have other stuff going on here. Kings Island opens up next weekend. Gonna go up there for that. Got to go up for the grand opening. And then I may actually be going back up to Kings Island for the real next weekend is the opening for pass holders. I was trying to get on with the media thing for next Friday, but I don't know if I would be able to do that anyway. That'd be really cool. But if not, I'm just going to go up there for the annual pass or the pass holder special, right, for Saturday. And then the next week is the grand opening of Kings Island, and I'll probably go up there for that. So 1 second here. Well, guys, love the Five Oaks video. We'll be trying that one. Oh man, that's one of the best places we ate at down there. Definitely the best breakfast. Absolutely. Yeah, I had to remember. Did I put that video up? You saw it. Sorry. I am really tired, guys. We're going to call it for the night. I really appreciate all of you guys joining the live stream tonight. Next week, we will be talking anything you guys want to talk about, of course. And then we'll probably be talking a little bit about Kings Island because that's kind of a big event for next weekend. So I hope you guys enjoy all the Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge videos. You too, Barry. Have a great weekend. All the Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg videos I have coming out. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out. Tomorrow, I will say tomorrow, the aquarium video is awesome. It's incredible. Some of the stuff that I got was just amazing. How it's like I was supposed to be there that day. Things just keep popping up out of nowhere. Lots of sharks. I will give that spoiler for you guys. I really appreciate all you guys joining. Don't forget to give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you get all our fun adventures. A lot of Gatlinburg videos coming out this week. Pigeon Forge, all that good stuff. The Great Smoky Mountains. With all that being said, you guys have a great weekend. And always remember, the adventure is out there.